Hey you guys, welcome back. I thought today I would share with you guys some products that I have seen here recently launching. I have 6 products that I wanted to share with you guys that I am glad that I did not pick up. And if you guys want to know them, then let's keep going. We'll start off with Too Faced because they actually have 2 items or 2 collections that they recently dropped. The first one is their Palm Springs what is this called? The Palm Springs Dreams palette. And this is actually one that I had seen quite a few people say that they were really excited about this, and I'd seen people do tutorials on Instagram and they created beautiful looks, but when I saw this I just was not inspired, and I feel like this is very similar to a lot of the other palettes they have, and for some reason looking at this palette I feel like I've already seen these colors in other palettes from Too Faced, and this collection here is another one that I am really glad I did not pick up. I was almost sold to picking it up because of the hype of it, because there were so many comments that people were like, oh my gosh, I need it. And now that it's out, and I'm glad I didn't pick it up. And this one here is the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. Now they do have an entire collection, and the only thing that in the collection that really brought me to my knees with the packaging was the bronzer, because of the little gingerbread man that's on there. I do own the first one, and I just don't ever play with it. The smell is great, it's fine. When I go towards reaching for a palette, I never choose that palette. And when I saw it, I was like, nah, I'm okay with it. So I almost let the best of me get to me with like all the positive comments on it and people wanting to get it. And I almost, spent the money on it. But I'm actually glad I didn't, because I know for a fact that it would come in and I probably would use it maybe once or twice and review it, and then it would just go and sit in my collection. This one was a hard one for me because I'm going to try to tell you guys why I don't like it, but I'm also going to probably be like, well, I don't know. I might talk myself out of it because I really do want it. And it is the Norvina palette. And the Norvina palette is 25 shades, and it has mattes and shimmeries. It retails for $60, and it's available online, and this is her number 1. When I instantly saw this, I was jaw dropped. I wanted this palette so bad, and I saw the price point and I was like, ooh, $60. And as people started posting about this and talking about this, a lot of people were posting pictures of this one in comparison to the Alyssa Edwards palette that they threw out not long ago either. I believe Trend Mood even did comparisons between those palettes to try to find stuff together, and there were a lot of comparisons to it. And I did not pick up the Alyssa Edwards palette because I knew for a fact I hardly would use it. Of course, I really wanted this because the packaging is purple. You guys know how much I love purple, and the first 2 to 3 rows for me, I know for a fact I would use it all the time. The last 2 rows I could see myself hardly ever touching, maybe once in a while to create some really random looks. So if I'm only going to use maybe the first 3 rows, I don't feel like it was justified to buying it for $60. I'm really glad I didn't pick up this one because Colourpop just released that they're going to come out with their Lilac palette, which has got purples in it, and I was like, there's my fix right there. And then I thought, well, I can also pick up the So Jaded palette, which is another palette I've been wanting. So I could definitely get those 2 palettes, get my fix for purple under the $60 price point. The other thing that kind of made me a little bit irritated is I feel like here recently ABH has been throwing palettes out back and forth really quickly behind each other. I mean, really, really quickly. I do believe just today or yesterday, they just announced the number 2 for Norvina. And that one I can guarantee you guys I will not pick up. It's just, there are way too many colorful shades in this palette for me, considering I probably wouldn't use those colors very often. I already own the Urban Decay one, the colorful palette, and for me that's enough. And I do have some other palettes that have a lot of color to them. So I definitely am going to be passing up on number 2, but I just got a little bit off-putted by the fact that ABH here recently has been throwing out so many palettes so quickly. Norvina palette, unfortunately, just won't be one I get. If I get it for Christmas, definitely will be excited about it, but it's not one that I'm actively pursuing to want to purchase. Colourpop, oh man, they do not sleep. I agree with everybody. They do not sleep. They come out with palettes so much. I recently went onto their collection. I went onto their website to go look at the So Jaded palette, and it was sold out, of course. I was going through their palettes and I was like, I don't own this one, I don't own this one. There's just so many I don't own. I want, but there's just so many to choose from. And they came out with another palette, which is the Truly Madly Deeply palette or something. Oh, the Truly Madly Deeply palette by Colourpop. And I wanted to say that this is an Ulta exclusive from what I had read. Yes, now this one is a Ulta exclusive, and I will say of all the here recent launches that they've had and the oohs and the ahs that I've had moments with Colourpop, this is the only one that I just wasn't super impressed with. It's got really great, you know, neutral colors and stuff like that, but this is the only palette to me that's just, I could definitely live without. It reminds me, the color selection for some reason reminds me a lot of the Essence palettes that I already own. I have 2 of them that I own, and for some reason the color combos on them just really look similar to me. So for that reason, I'm just definitely know that I would not pick this palette up. The last item I have is the 3503 palette. I believe it's what it's called, by Morphe. This one just made me chuckle because it is so similar to the 350 palettes. I feel like they were, when they came out, they were the hit, they were the thing. Everybody got them, myself included. I picked up the 350 palette, then I picked up the 350S and the 350M, I believe. There's like a matte and a shimmer. I picked them all up. Hardly ever used them, and I don't know why they're trying to bring this palette back. To me, it's just kind of funny considering that these shades are very similar to the other ones. Are we still sold on these? Like, I just don't ever see myself using these palettes anymore. So if you already own the 350, I think you'll be perfectly fine without it. So that is everything I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know just down below what your thoughts are on these items. Do you like them? Do you not? Do you plan to buy them? Do you plan to skip them? You know, let me know in convo. I'm sure that, you know, we'll have conversations down below, and sometimes I tell you guys I don't like something, and it's great because you guys will give me like, oh, well, you know, I like it for this reason. And I'm like, actually, that's a great idea. Maybe I do. I love you guys. I will see you guys all in my next video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.